Good morning, Gary.
Hi.
My name's Sam.
Hi, Sam.
I'm actually one of your Aflac benefits advisors.
The duck dude.
The duck dude. How's everything going?
It's good. Good.
You do dispatch here at Humble Towing.
Yeah, so I help kind of manage where the guys go and I'm the fun guy who calls people at, 2 in the morning to help get a car out of the
So
ditch.
you're on shift at 2 in the morning.
It kind of, yeah, well, there's Wanda and I and Leroy, her husband, kind of divvy that up. So, because we have to be kind of 24/7. Some of those I can take from home, so it just goes to my phone.
Sounds like it's can be kind of stressful, though. I imagine.
Uh, Not really. I mean, we've got a good amount of trucks, and the guys know what they're doing. It's just, it's not fun when it's 3 in the morning because it's probably something bad.
Well, Wanda seems like an amazing woman. I've been working with her, and she has been generous enough to bring in Aflac to offer to you guys as kind of a supplemental benefit to wrap around your medical plan. So you have excellent medical insurance through here, which honestly is rare in Humboldt County. So you should thank Wanda for providing that for you guys, especially for smaller local businesses like Humboldt Towing. Do you know what does your medical insurance look like? Like, what do you have to pay when something happens?
Well, I know I had to go to this stupid emergency room last month,
Really?
and I got a bill for $641.
Oh man. So what happened?
I got some weird spider bite thing, and it was super painful and
Oh, no.
weird, and who knows where it came from. But yeah, so it got weird, and then I was traveling, so I couldn't go down to my normal doctor, and so I just went to the emergency. I
So
kind of figured it would be expensive, but I didn't think it would be $641.
yeah, so that was
My
out,
part.
that was out of your pocket.
Yeah.
So that's actually one of the ways that Aflac can really help when it kicks in. So what do you know about the whole Aflac duck thing?
Not a lot. I know a couple of the guys here have it. I think Wanda had said her and Leroy have it, but other than that, I don't know.
The whole idea really is to protect you, to protect your paycheck, to protect your family when something goes down, when you get sick or when you get hurt. So I'm gonna just jump in and ask you a few questions.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, Gary. Do you have a family? Do you have kids?
Yeah, so share custody, little guy Max.
How old is Max?
Max is about 9. So he runs around, does stuff.
What does he like to do?
He likes video games. He plays. He likes running, so he's on the track team. His little legs run around.
Yeah, really zips around.
Yeah, he does. But we kind of have joints, so he bounces back every other week.
Okay. And how about you? What do you like to do for fun?
Let's see. I golf badly. I was in a softball league, so that was kind of fun.
Excellent.
Just a bunch of middle-aged guys hitting balls. It's kind of weird.
Sounds like a fun, active lifestyle.
Yeah, and then I went fishing last weekend. So
catch anything?
Yeah, a bunch of stuff. It was good.
Awesome. So how about personal medical history? So when you think about your family, your extended family, anything that might be of concern,
Well, most of the Barnes side of my family all die of a heart attack, so that's kind of the theme. I mean, they live for a while, and it's not like they die at 20. But so there's that, and then 2 years ago, my ex-father-in-law had cancer, so that was kind of brutal.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, it's kind of kind of where we are. Pretty healthy. I'm pretty healthy.
So the cancer thing is actually really personal to me because my family history is like riddled. My aunt leukemia, my uncle prostate cancer. Yeah.
Do we want to sit by you? Like, sounds scary.
Yeah, so it is a personal thing for me. And Aflac was actually founded way back in the 50s on cancer coverage. They were the first insurance company to offer cancer protection, essentially.
I know you guys are around that long.
So what it does is, God forbid, if something does happen that's cancer related, they say there's this horrible statistic: 1 in 3 men get some form of cancer in their lives. So if we're sitting in a room with 10 tow truck drivers,
2 of us.
At least 2 or 3 are going to get some form of cancer, which is horrible. But this is 2017. So what the Aflac cancer coverage does, it's going to take care of the financial side. I'm sure you know that it's devastating, emotionally, physically, mentally. But what the Aflac cancer coverage does is it's going to kick in, thousands of dollars upon your diagnosis of cancer. And that's just to make sure you can take a step back and say, man, what am I going to do? I'm not going to come into work for a while. I'm going to look at my options, and it gives you the financial flexibility to do that. And it's also going to pay.
So how does it do that? I mean, because I've major medical, so they supposed to cover stuff.
Right, but you have your deductible. I was looking at it with Wanda, and you guys have a $2,500 deductible with a $5,000 max out of pocket. So that means you go into the hospital for, say, your spider bite. You're going to have to cover a portion of what the bill is, and your insurance is going to cover the rest. But that deductible is going to be your out of pocket. It's going to come right out of your wallet.
Hmm. Okay.
So in the horrible case of cancer, the bills really stack up. Not just your medical bills, because you'll satisfy your out of pocket, but rent doesn't stop. Mortgage doesn't stop. So Aflac's going to kick in, specific a couple $1,000s to help you cover that, and to make sure that you're worrying about getting better and not worrying about money.
So, but a couple $1,000 is not going to help that much.
Well, it has an initial diagnosis between 2,000 up to 6,000, and that actually goes up by $500 every year you have the policy and don't get cancer. And then it's going to kick in, between $200 and $800 a week for every round of chemotherapy, radiation, that kind of stuff. It's really going to make sure that you don't have to worry about money. You have to worry about fighting cancer.
So how much does a normal cancer plan pay out? No.
For you, I would want you to have one of the mid-level to higher level ones. So it start at $8 to $10 a week.
Okay, well that's not much, but how much does it? What does it pay?
So for
if
that,
I got cancer, would it give me $5,000 or would it give me $100,000?
Well, it probably started about $4,000 for the initial diagnosis, and then all of the treatments you got would have specific payouts. Chemotherapy would be $600 a week. Radiation would be $200 to $300 a week. It would even cover transportation. You had to go see a specialist in Dallas. It's pretty comprehensive.
Okay.
And it's something that I honestly want a lot of people to have. I want most people to have it because cancer rates are rising rapidly, and it's a scary thing.
Okay.
So there's that, and we can look at that for you.
Okay. And then what else you got?
Well, we have, basically what we call our safety net. So this is going to be a selection of plans that I like to customize, depending on the person's situation. Starts with accident coverage. So you're a dispatcher in a really busy towing company, but our accident coverage is 24 hours a day. So this is, anything happens to you, God forbid, a car accident, you fall down a set of stairs, Max is running wild in the backyard and trips you. 24 hours a day, the accident plan will cover you for any accident you have. And it'll kick in specific sums for anything that happens to you. For example, the hospital, an overnight stay will be $1,500. The emergency room will kick in, $205. It'll cover blood transfusions, MRIs. It even has a $60 once a year wellness benefit to make sure you're going to the doctor and keeping yourself safe. It's also a really comprehensive plan. I want everyone to be on that because you cannot account for what's going to happen in the world.
Okay, so that makes sense. And then, do I have to do all three of those? Because it shows hospital. Why do I need all that?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I don't want people to spend too much money on this kind of insurance, but I want them to be protected. So it's we can fit it to your budget.
So what would be what do you recommend for budget wise? What makes sense?
Well, I'd like to ask a few more questions of you, and then we'll figure that out. But I like to keep it under 1 to 2 hours of work a week.
Okay.
So Wanda pays you guys pretty well, about $20 an hour, she tells me. So if we can get you a pretty robust plan for under $20 an hour, $20 a week, pardon me.
So $80 to $100 a month.
Yeah.
And then, so is it just for me? Can I put Max on it? How does that work?
So, the plans have individual coverage and then single parent family coverage, which would be you and Max.
Okay.
One more thing I'd like to ask you is
do I have to give that? So how does that work with like my ex? Do they get so because when he's down there, is it covered when he's living,
Absolutely.
there?
So when he's covered, it's 24 hours a day as long as he's in the 50 United States.
Okay.
Where does your ex live?
I'm just Santa Rosa, so not too far, but
Yeah.
back and forth.
So he's 100% covered.
So either house.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention that our cancer plan does cover children for free,
Yeah.
which is nice because
Free. Wow.
hopefully kids never get cancer.
Yeah, but stuff happens.
And
Okay.
one more thing I'd like you to consider is the disability coverage because you are a single dad. So what does it look like when Gary gets hurt or sick and cannot come to work and make a paycheck?
Sounds like top ramen, but sounds like I have to take money out of my savings or some other stupid thing.
Yeah.
Like I had to take money out to pay that hospital bill. That was annoying.
If you had Aflac, you would have had money coming in from Aflac to cover that. So I would actually like to get you set up with a disability plan, which is going to kick in a monthly amount between $500 and about $1,300 a month when you are hurt or when you're sick.
So, but don't I have that? I have that from state. So why do I have to
You
pay
do.
you too?
So state disability, have you ever been on it?
Yeah. They paid. It just they took forever.
Yeah. So they are going to pay between 35 up to 55% of your income. So half or less, which is nice, but I know I would struggle, on half of what I make a month. The savings would start getting drained, that kind of stuff. So what we do is we're going to bump you up to almost pretty much your full monthly take home. So say you get hurt, say you're in a car accident. State disability will kick in. They take about 6 to 8 weeks, but Aflac disability is going to kick in within a week of your claim being filed. And you'll have money coming in to make sure you can pay your bills and feed Max, all the Twinkies and Cocoa Puffs he wants.
Yeah, a little more, organic than that, but yeah, no Cocoa Puffs.
Well, kids and their sugar.
Okay, so that kind of makes sense. So is these things, these sound kind of pricey. So do those fit into this $20?
Yeah, I think we can absolutely keep it under $20 a week for you in terms of budgeting. So what we could do is get you squared away with an accident plan.
Okay, and then if I don't like it, how do I get rid of it? Do I tell Wanda to stop paying, or how does that work?
Basically every year we have an open enrollment period, just like your major medical. So it's a month or 60 days in which you can add stuff, make changes, and I'll check back.
So when is that?
For you guys, it's going to be August through September.
So next August.
Mm-hmm.
So like same time as the major medical changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the time to make changes and add stuff,
Okay.
Delete stuff.
Okay. And then, I don't really have time for claims and stuff. Who helps with that?
We are actually your local brick and mortar office, and I am your agent. So I'm here to support you. Day in and day out, we work with our clients, filing claims, being supportive. Okay. That's pretty much our mission in life.
Okay, cool.
So it sounds like we'll look at getting you squared away with an accident coverage, disability, and then possibly some cancer coverage as well. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think could be a good starting point for now.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, let's just do some data entry. One more thing I forgot to mention is pull out your phone real quick.
No.
I have my own app these days because this is 2017.
Wow.
So what's your cell phone number?
510-967-6334.
All right. I'm going to send you a message here, and you're going to get access to my app. You can just put it on your iPhone. And
that's cool.
That's going to allow you to, contact me at any time. It has claims forms, any info you might need. And I'd also encourage you to just call me or text me anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So a little stalkery, but handy. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And one more thing. Check your email when you get home tonight. We have this one-stop shop enrollment platform called Everwell, which we're going to go through in a minute. And you're going to be able to go online and look at your coverage, look at other options for the future, and really just see everything on one website.
Okay, cool.
Which is great.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Gary. We'll get you squared away.
Yay.